Whether you like it or not, you are the product of the environment you put yourself in.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel if you are stopping for the first time, and if you're not, welcome back. Today's video is going to be really short, and we are going to be talking about how changing your environment can change your life. So before you come for me and say anyone can make it from anywhere, hear this. It takes someone who is gifted to make it in an unconducive environment. Trust me guys, your environment defines you. I'm sure you guys must have heard the saying that knowledge is power. Knowledge is actually power. If you don't know about something, tell me how you're going to learn it. If you're not in an environment where you can physically see things happening, sometimes you will never know those things that are actually happening, and that's why you will never know your limits and what you're capable of doing until you try them out. Like, you will be shocked at the capacity that you have. You'll be shocked at what you can actually do. Let's just use makeup as an example. If you don't know about makeup, will you know how to do makeup? Like, you cannot become a makeup artist if you don't know that something like makeup exists, or if you can turn it into a career, you wouldn't know. If you are not in an environment where people apply makeup, you will never know that you can actually do something like that. So if you're not in an environment where people do different type of things, you will never ever know that they even exist. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should pack your bags and go to a big city or something. Changing your environment can be in different aspects. You don't have to physically pack your bags and move. It can be in your friendships, in your relationships, in your family, in what you eat, in the type of music you listen to, the type of movies you watch, the type of books you read. Like, it applies to all aspects of your life. Whether you like it or not, guys, you are the product of the environment you put yourself in. I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm going to tell you how I got to know about content creation. I have done so many skills in the past. I've done knitting, I've done hairdressing, and I also am a makeup artist before I proceeded into content creation. But you guys, when I finished university, what I was doing was being a makeup artist, and I also continued that for a while, only because when I was in Kogi State after my university, I knew that staying in Kogi State is not going to help me reach where I want to reach, because I don't know, I've always known that I'm going to be great, and I know that there are so many things in store for my future. So I've always known that Kogi State was not going to give me that. But when I finished university, I couldn't afford going to Abuja or Lagos. Okay, those were my two options. I couldn't afford to go there financially. So the next best place from Kogi State was Akure. I had to choose Akure because at that point I felt like Akure was a bit better than Kogi State. So I went to Akure and I continued being a makeup artist. I knew about TikTok before I left university, but then I was just dancing up and down and doing all the funny TikToks, playing up and down. I didn't know that I could actually like do makeup on myself and post. I didn't know that there was anything like content creation. I only knew about YouTube. I learned makeup from YouTube. More of the knowledge I have about makeup came from YouTube, and my friend introduced me to YouTube when I was in university. When I was like about to leave school, that was when I knew about YouTube. My friend she introduced me to YouTube, so that was the only thing I knew about content was YouTube. So when I was watching YouTube videos, I've always known that I maybe one day would like to, share my knowledge and also do videos as well. To be honest, I'm a very shy person, but I've always wanted to be on the screen, maybe like movies and all. But when I saw YouTube, I thought to myself, this is something that I can do. So then when I was in Akure, the only thing that was on my mind was becoming a YouTuber, like start doing YouTube videos. I eventually started doing YouTube videos, but then I didn't know that I could actually like do content creation on Instagram and TikTok. Not until after I went for camp and I came back, I went for Face of Ezekiel contest in Lagos. I was in Akure then, but then the contest was in Lagos. I'm like, I have to do something. Then I was just telling myself that I have to change environment. Like, I have to be in the places where people, like in the big cities, to see what other people are doing to make money, like to see what other people are doing with their lives aside what I knew about. So I wanted to be out there to learn. To be honest, that was the first thing on my mind, to learn. I just knew that if I could go to Lagos, I would see things and I'm going to learn. So that was the mindset I used to go to that contest. Not like I was 100% sure that I was going to win. I didn't win. In fact, I was having low self-esteem before I went there. But to be honest, the first thing on my mind why I went to that place was to learn, and that was what I did. So it was through that contest contest, when I went there and I saw other girls and I started checking their Instagram pages and I started seeing that they were creating content, I'm like, wow, I can actually do this, but I didn't actually know about it before. So that was how I knew about content creation, and that was how I started creating content with the products that Ezekiel Cosmetics started giving us. That was how it started, you guys. That was how it started. Imagine I hadn't gone for that competition. Even if I didn't win, I didn't let myself throw away all the knowledge that I learned from there. Okay, I didn't let that one get to me. I took what I learned from there, which is content creation, and I put it to work. Okay, and because when I came back, I started practicing more of the content creation. They called me back and they gave me an ambassadorship deal. So that was really, really good, and I really enjoyed that. The moral lesson from here is I went out of my comfort zone. Contest is out of my comfort zone. It is something I will never like stand up on a normal day and say I want to do. I'm a very shy person, but then I started removing that shyness from camp. I tried to do Miss NYC. I didn't win as well, but I just wanted to put myself out there, to push myself, because I just knew that if I just push myself a little bit more, I'm going to, you know, achieve more instead of just being in my shell of being shy. Yeah, being shy never helps anybody, you guys. It doesn't. So if you're a shy person, you want to try as much as possible to get rid of that. So you guys, what I'm trying to say is, if I hadn't pushed myself to go for that contest, I wouldn't have known what content creation was. I would have just been doing my YouTube. Eventually I would have known, but it is going to take more time and less experience. You guys, I just knew that anything that pushed me to go for that contest was God trying to, you know, push me closer to, you know, my goals and what, I don't know, to me right now I feel like it is what I'm actually meant to be doing right now. I can't see myself doing any other thing. Okay, so eventually when I started content creation, that was how my drive for being a makeup artist, I don't know the word to use, but that was how my drive to be a makeup artist started dying down slowly. I started discovering that I loved creating content other than like doing makeup as a service to other people. So that was how I, you know, transitioned. I won't say completely transitioned, because right now I'm still doing makeup once in a while, but you guys, if I can have it my way, I will stop being a makeup artist totally and just do content creation. That's my little story of how I became a content creator. So it might not be physically that you have to move, or whatever environment you feel is toxic, or you feel like you're not learning anything from it, you have to change it. There are some friends that you keep. You know that saying that show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are? I never used to believe that. I'm always against that, because I'm this kind of person that if I don't want to do something, nobody can force me to do it, except deep down I want to do that thing. But the honest truth is, if you are with a particular kind of friends, even if you don't do what they are doing, eventually you will notice that you're not learning anything from them. You're not copying them, but at the same time you're not gaining anything from them. It is as the same as you're the product of the company you keep. So you want to try as much as possible to be around people that will help you grow, to be honest, because if you're not helping the person grow, or the person is not helping you grow, you guys are not doing any good for yourself. It's as good as just, you know, giving less attention to that person. I'm not saying you should get rid of all your friends. All your friends cannot be valuable. You just have to differentiate the type of value that person is giving you, and when you know the type of value this person is giving you, you will know the amount of time you should give that person. That is just the truth. Okay, I'm not saying you should throw away your friends. Just be, you know, be guided, be very demure. Looking back at my journey, guys, I would say that the one thing that has kept me going and that has kept me in the right path is my resilience to not give up and my openness to learning. I don't know what word to use, but you see that zeal I had to change my environment. I've always had it. Wherever I find myself, I have to make use of that moment, learn from that moment, because it's going to help you in your journey in the future. It's also going to help you shape your journey to the future. If you don't start something, there's no way you will go to the next step. If you constantly keep yourself in one place, you're not going to grow, you guys. Trust me, you have to be open-minded. You have to push yourself. You have to look at the lives of others and learn positive things. Okay, try to pick the positive ones. Leaving the north to go to Kogi State was not my choice, okay, but then leaving Kogi State was my choice. I was intentional about it. I had already studied the environment in that place, and I've seen that this place is not going to give me what I want. I just have always felt deep down in me that I have more to offer than what is around me right here, and I know that if I put myself out there where I have more, more people to look at, I just knew deep down in my heart that I was going to, eventually find something that was meant for me, and that was what I did. I didn't tell myself that since I'm not financially able to, go to the big cities, let me just wait in Kogi State until I am able to do that. I just looked for the next best thing. That was what I did. It was a journey. So when I got there, from there I was now working my way to go to the bigger place. Sometimes if you cannot afford the bigger things, start with something small. Start with what you can afford at that moment. If you ask my friends and people that are close to me, they will always tell you that I'm always like looking for the next best thing. I'm always trying to learn. I'm always trying to evolve. I'm always watching people that have more experience in the things that I like more than me, and I'm not afraid to start afresh. I'm not afraid to change environments. You guys, for me to come to Lagos without knowing anybody, it should tell you how determined I was. When I came to Lagos, I didn't know anybody. Okay, I didn't have anybody. I just came here. I came here scared. I just renewed my rent, you guys. This is my second year. I'm super happy that I came. Right now, I am more calm, more relaxed, more happier than when I came initially. When I came, there was a lot of fear in me, a lot of doubt. I was really doubting myself. I was so scared, but I just had to be strong and tell myself that this is what you've always wanted. You are here and you're going to make good use of this opportunity that you have. It took me a very long time before I could get here, but that time it took me to come here, I didn't fold my hands. Okay, I tried. As I'm going one step, I am learning something, and that thing I'm learning kept pushing me towards my goal. And right now I am here. I am not stuck. I am still trying to, look at things that I can do. Okay, when you have that open mind of learning, trust me guys, the sky is not just your limit, it's your starting point. If you're taking anything away from this video, take the fact that you are the product of the environment you put yourself in. I hope this video helped you. Make sure you share with your friends and like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.